Motivation, back with another video. So let's talk about how you can lose 5 pounds just eliminating consuming calories in liquids. This is very underrated, and we don't realize how much calories we're actually taking daily if we consume calories in liquids. As you know, when it comes to liquids, it's hard to stay satiated. It's hard to stay full, so it's easier to overconsume calories when it comes to liquid form. It's much better for you to eat your food than to drink your food. But obviously, if you need to hit higher calorie goals, drinking calories can also be helpful. But if you're trying to lose weight, drinking calories could be the thing hurting you right now. So I got a couple of talking points this video. So why it works, this is where we'll start. So each week you need to basically be 3,500 calories under your maintenance, which means that each day you are at a 500 calorie deficit. For example, if you need 3,000 calories to maintain your body weight, you would need to eat 2,500 calories for 7 days in a row to lose a pound in a week. Okay? So if you're currently fracking in that realm, but you're still consuming calories and liquids, you're probably missing out. You're probably not even in a deficit, which is why you're probably stuck, or you're probably not getting anywhere, right? We're not going to talk about the 5 pounds for the month. We'll just take it weeks at a time, because we need to condense it to what you can do immediately to then hit the goal, because the month milestone will not come without you changing daily habits. So we're not going to look that far ahead. We're going to look to now and how that can transfer over to the end of the week, and then to the second week, third week, and then the month. So part one, understanding the math. So calorie deficit means you're going to lose weight, right? I talked about in previous videos how the calorie deficit can be too low, to the point that you're in starvation mode and your body is hanging on to everything, right? So a healthy deficit is, like I said, 500, nothing below that. Okay, I know I want to lose the weight quickly, but you don't just want to lose any weight. You want to lose fat. You want to lose fat. Remember that. Losing water is nothing to be proud of, and losing muscle certainly isn't something to be proud of, because that will hurt your ability to keep off body fat, and you just destroy your metabolism overall. So your best friend is having muscle and burning fat, but having muscle will help you burn fat. Get it? So major key. So understanding the deficit is what is going to cause you to lose weight, making sure that deficit is like no more than 500. I know it says 600 there, but 500 is a good number. It's an even number, and doing it 7 days in a row exactly, you lose that 1 pound in a week. Okay? So another thing too is you can do all this without starving yourself. You don't need to do hours of cardio every single day. Just little habits and things you're changing to get not drastic, but results that sort of like add up little by little by little. It won't come overnight, obviously, but every single step to that goal that you have, you will get there as long as you're patient. So part two, easy ways to cut out 500 calories without fracking. So of course the liquids, right? I'm talking about the coffees in the morning with milk and cream and all that stuff. I'm talking about the teas with pounds of sweeteners and all that garbage in there. I'm talking about your sodas, your alcohol. Cut all that out. Drink water for liquids. You don't need to drink alcohol. You don't need to drink juice. You don't need to drink all the other things. I do have coffee here, but it's black. There's nothing in it. Alright? This is an example of something 0 calories. A tea without anything in it, 0 calories. So make sure when you're drinking liquids, it's 0 calories. Okay? Eat your calories. Don't drink them. every now and then maybe, but to lose that 5 pounds in a month, to lose that 1 pound per week, I can guarantee you, if you cut out consuming liquids and calories, you will 4 to 6 pounds in a month. Okay, I just talked about that. So it does say here reduce portion sizes in terms of food, and knowing what you're consuming and making sure that your plate is balanced. But for the sake of this video, we'll focus just on liquids. The main emphasis is to make sure that you're drinking water. You're drinking drinks that have 0 calories. I could suggest, if you're getting tired of water, for example, you can have those squirts you can put inside of water to add flavor to it. A lot of them are 0 calories. Okay, there's many different types of those at the stores, your local Sobeys, Publix if you're in the United States or wherever. There's certain squirts you can put in the water to give it flavor. You're still consuming your water, but the drink itself has no calories. So that's also something else that can help. Okay? So I'm not going to go through this list because it's talking about a lot of things that has to do with food, but it all makes sense. Obviously adding more protein, obviously swapping the high calorie snacks with lower calorie snacks. So we'll talk about part 3 next. So move more without going to the gym. So I talked about this in previous videos, incorporating something like maybe 5 to 10k steps a day, how that goes a long way, how that will burn an extra 100 calories without you even trying. So if you work close by, instead of driving, walk. Right? Walk to work, walk back home, walk at lunchtime during work, stand up at work, stuff like that. But the main emphasis for the whole video, ensure that you're drinking water, drinking 0 calorie drinks. Okay? I could definitely go into more detail with these particular parts that have to do with higher protein, swapping out certain snacks, and stopping midnight snacking. I can cover that in future videos, but for this video, I want to stay focused on the water, on the liquid calories aspect. Okay? So the mindset really is perfection. Don't fixate on perfection, fixate on progression. Small changes go a long way. Okay? If this is not something you can do the entire week, try to do one day not consuming any calories in liquids. Once you get that done, try to beat it. Try to get 2 days in a row. If that becomes easy, try to beat it again. Try to do 3 days in a row, to the point you can do 7. Once you can do 7, you know that you can do something like that for a week, and then just expand on that to the point you get to a month. But I can assure you, by the end of the month, if you do that consistently, you will lose between 3 to 6 pounds. I'm promise you that. Okay? So to wrap up the video, we talked about cutting 500 calories per day. How you're gonna do that? I want you to focus on just eliminating the liquids, because a lot of you may be drinking more than 500 calories worth of liquids a day. I'm not even kidding. Which is why I know I've trained many people between the ages of between the ages of 16 and 65. I see a lot of patterns, I see a lot of habits, and I can assure you, the liquids you're drinking, you are not tracking. It's impossible to track. It's impossible. No person is taking a bottle of pop, pouring it on the scale, going to MyFitnessPal and searching the macros. Nobody's doing that. So if you're drinking liquids, I can assure you, you are consuming over 500 calories a day. Just eliminating that itself, for the entire week, you will lose a pound. I can assure you that. Okay, so I believe that is it for the video. This is something different. So yeah, so just to recap what I said in the video, just the main points. Understanding how to lose a pound a week is going to come from being in a 500 calorie deficit each day for 7 days in a row. Understanding that you may be drinking more than 500 calories worth of liquids a day. So eliminating that will help you lose a pound in a week. Okay? And another thing too, before I end the video, if you're getting tired of water, you can incorporate squirts in your water to give it flavor. And there's certain of them that have 0 calories as well, which can help you out. Okay? And also there's certain supplements like BCAAs that can help you out in that regard as well if you struggle with the taste of water. But water is the most essential drink that you need. Everything else is not really necessary. So I hope this was very informative to you. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. How did the video help you? Will you incorporate this? Do you believe it will work? I sure do. But anyways, thank you so much for watching the video. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, stay tuned for more videos. And that's it. May God bless you, and I'll see you next video.